gonna rape a chick if he knows she has a gun on her?
Get some diapers. Fuck, you need a diaper store. I'm gonna go buy a child. The caboose is holding up the engine right now.
Missed the holster.
What's the moral of the story? Don't buy cheap 1911s. Whoa! Yeah, don't buy cheap 1911s.
Child for the P-22. I'm not having kids.
Welcome to the first episode of Progressive Fire. This is a brand new YouTube channel that we've created that is focused on firearms, shooting, and all that good stuff.
We already posted about a minute and 15-second video that was just total crap of Will and I in the shop making these targets. We didn't really show you how to make them. I'm sure you can figure it out. If you can't, you probably shouldn't be handling firearms. Today we are going to start our progression series. All three of us are experienced with guns, but we're not. I don't want to say we're not good, but
We're not good.
we're not good.
Yeah, we're not.
We have firearm safety down. We know how to function and fire the weapons. We're just, we want to work on speed, accuracy, and ability with things like draw and fire, just plain old accurate target shooting, and eventually we'll move on to, jam clearing and stuff like that. So we have 2 silhouette targets set up behind us, and we have 3 dots designated Weston, Dan, and Will. So we're going to cut to some shooting, and we're going to basically shoot for accuracy at the dots, and it'll be our first catalog of how we shoot. And in the upcoming progression videos, we'll do the same thing. We're going to be practicing in between videos. We're not going to record everything. And in the next upcoming progression video, we're going to do the same thing over again and see how much we've improved, if at all.
Alright, so I'll go first. I picked as the firearm that I want to improve upon the 1911. This is a Rock Island 1911. They're decently made. I mean, they're alright. I mean, it's a 1911, right? It's a hammer that also shoots bullets. And that's why I picked it. It's a sturdy gun. It's a romantic gun. I mean, it's just pretty. Uses the standard 45 ACP cartridge. This is a 235 grain. 230 grain. It'll be leaving the barrel at approximately 835 feet per second. They're just full metal jacket rounds. Nothing fancy because we're just shooting targets here. It's a solid hitter, and but I'm not a very good shooter with it.
Nice shot, Will.
Where'd it go?
Right in the, you totally didn't hit it at all.
It's mostly the gun's fault, but we'll find out. Dan, what did you choose?
I chose the Walther PPQ because it's way better than a 1911. It shoots 9mm rounds. It's got ambidextrous functions, trigger guard, mag release, which I love. A lot of people hate it, but they're crazy. But it's pretty much the best gun here. So the only downside is going to be the shooter, as in Will's case. So that's the only negative to the gun is me.
Right. I am going to be shooting the 6 Hour P6. It's identical to the American-made P225 with the exception of this little spur on the hammer there. Not sure if you can make that out or not. It shoots 9mm like the Walther PPQ. I'm going to be shooting 115 grain full metal jackets, as will Dan. I chose this gun because it's my carry gun, and it's my carry gun because I wanted something that I knew was reliable, but I couldn't afford anything at all. So they were importing these. They probably still are out of West Germany. They used to be police service handguns. So the trigger is a little heavier than a standard SIG trigger, but it has the same reliability, same same build with the decocking lever and the whole DAK trigger system. But the main downfall is it's a single stack magazine. So it's a 9mm and you're stuck with 8+1, which it's not necessarily a bad thing, but there are better pistols out there you could choose.
I've got ear protection in. For anyone shooting at home, wear ear protection. Don't be like me and not use ear protection and then be half deaf by the age of 26. Alright, so I'm going to be going for the orange dot on the far right. Safety's off. Super. Alright, we're out.
Alright, this is the Walther PPQ for the middle target. Will mentioned his safety before. This does not have a safety. It has a trigger safety, but I don't really count that. So safety's off.
Again, I'll be shooting the 6-hour P6. There's no safety on this as well. It just has a really heavy double action trigger pull on the first shot, which I'm not going to be utilizing since I'm going to be trying to shoot for accuracy.
Okay, so that's what we got. Alright, Weston. Okay, so we've got an F. Dan, nice grouping. Give that one a C. And an A+ over here for the 45. Okay, not too bad. Looks like farthest ones are about 7 inches apart. This is actually probably the best I've ever shot my 1911.
That's sad.
It is really sad. Yeah, I really am not familiar enough with this gun to really know where it shoots, and that's why I chose this one as my progression pistol.
Alright, so even though the scores are skewed a little bit, I obviously have the best grouping here. Scooted up an inch or two, 3 inches, they'd all be hitting the target. Excuses? I don't have any excuses other than I missed. I didn't really take my time, bugs. So probably if I took my time, brought it up a little bit after every shot, would have been dead on, of course. Because it's German, I mean.
My group's got, let's see, that's probably about 6.5 inch spread. 2 of them were up here where I'd like them to be, and then I have this tight group down here, which is characteristic of my shooting errors that I'm going to try and fix during this progression. I have a habit of jerking the trigger, and since I'm left-handed, it jerks down like this. And I get consistent groups low and to the right, so that's what I'm going to try and be working on over the next couple months when we're making these progression videos, is keeping all of these back up in here where these ones are that I didn't jerk the trigger. Alright, we're going to do some draw and fire right now. We have a shot timer app on a cell phone. I actually have a real shot timer, but I forgot to bring it to the range today because I'm borderline retarded. So we're going to use this app. It works. We have it set for picking up shots instead of the sound of a slide racking or something like that, so its decibel level set high enough to work. Basically, you push a go button, this thing beeps, you draw your gun, and you shoot the target. We're going to do double taps, and this will time both shots, and we're going to write the times down on the targets and see how we do.
So for my shot, I'm actually going to draw it, rack it the chamber, and then do my 2 shots. So it might be a little bit different than the other 2, but it's, you know, practicing for my skills, I guess.
I'm actually carrying this cocked and locked with the safety on. So kind of like what Dan was doing, where he was actually racking one into the chamber for each draw. This is how I carry my 1911. That sort of takes care of our first episode of our progression series with pistols. Next episode, I think we're going to do rifles.
Yep.
Right? Okay. I know we're going to do. I'm going to be using an AR. Weston's probably going to have an AK, and Dan is still undecided. Yeah.
91-30 again.
Probably.
That would actually be awesome.
Without a rear sight.
So, hey, thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you next time.